and welcome. You're watching Money 9. I'm Sakshi Batra, and on this show, we discuss everything about markets, what really moved the markets this entire week, and what can you expect going forward into the next week as well, and what should you, as investors or traders, should be adopting as strategies in this current very volatile market. To help us with all of this and more perspective about market and deep analysis, I'm joined by a special guest today. Mr. Kunal Shah joins in from Derivative Trading, Research and Academy. Thank you so much, Kunal, for taking out time for this edition of Bazaar Weekly. Good to have you with us, Kunal. So help us understand this. After a long time, we have seen 1.5% kind of a fall for the major indices. The other segments, broader markets have also slipped away. How are you reading into the texture of the market and this volatile kind of a move? Is this going to be yet another dip that is going to be bought into, and another time when we are going to see markets roaring higher and climbing to further summits? Or is this going to be something that may extend into a deeper fall in the next week too?
Good afternoon, Sakshi. I think firstly, with start of the market since the past 1.5 year, we have been in a strong bull market. So I think
Yeah.
every dip has been bought in this bull market, and whatever you buy is going up. But now going forward, that is not going to be the case. We have had a very good bull run. I think now it will be more of a stock specific action where earnings will come into the play, results will come into the play, where you will see only good fundamental companies doing well, and all the companies which were just running on the bull run will now start to see even corrections as well. So I think at the current levels, as a trader, as an investor, one should be very cautious. Only select those companies which are doing good on earnings basis or which are doing very good on the fundamental front. So looking at the fall which has happened in the index in this past 1 week or 10 days, you can say, so I think it was correction was due for a long time. I think we had a very stupendous rally in the recent times. So this correction was due, which is actually healthy for the market. So even if there would have been no correction, then that would have been a more dangerous picture that the fall could have been very severe. Now, since the correction has already started, this is going to be a good opportunity. I think when I talk about the Nifty index in detail, in depth, so when I analyze it, I see 17,900 to be a very strong support for Nifty on the downside. So I think more 100 to 100 point correction is left in the market. That is the max downside what I see in the index. And Bank Nifty, as you can see, is the outperforming index where you are not seeing any fall. And because of the results of ICICI Bank, which is due, these are the heavyweights in the banking sector. So I think that will take a call on Bank Nifty. But I think we are more or less somewhere to a support. So no point going short at the current levels. Whatever dip you get around the support zone, I think that is an opportunity to buy.
Okay, use these dips to buy some more correction, but that's going to be a smaller one as well, and then the markets may actually come back into its roaring start. Let's quickly pull up all the major indices and how the week closed for the benchmarks and for the broader markets to see what was the picture like. So you can actually see a 0.8% of a decline for the Sensex this time around. In this entire week, the Nifty was a laggard among the benchmarks. It slipped away 1.2% in trade, but it was a deeper pinch that was seen in the broader markets. Look at the kind of fall the mid caps and the small caps have actually seen, upwards of 4 and even 5% for the small cap index this time around. Let's also pull up all the indices for you to see the sectoral indices to see where was the maximum pinch. Well, you can actually spot some sectors like metals, pharma, realty, and even the FMCG space slipping away over 5% in trade. And perhaps there is none of the sectors that has actually inched higher in this trading session when we talk about autos, banks, energy, FMCG. All of them have actually lost ground in this entire week. So it's been a broad based sell off as well. So, Kunal, how do you read this entire sentiment of a broad based sell off that we have seen, broader market seeing a heavier pinch, and some of these sectors that have been a big participant in the market or the bull rally in the last 1.5 years, those sectors seeing the maximum pinch?
See, overall, if you look at the markets, what we have seen in the recent earning con calls of some of the companies is that now going forward, what is happening is there is a margin contraction. The commodity rally has been such a sharp rise, so the raw material prices have increased drastically. This is what the Asian Paint Management management even said that we are bearing the cost because of that, and we don't want to put our price pressure on the customer. So I think a lot of companies are facing pressure over there. So I think that is a reason where we will see even pharma companies, even the consumer companies, these are the companies which are going to bear this burden of margin contraction, and their profitability is going to be hit. So I think that is the space. If you talk about the Nifty FMCG sector, which had seen a deep cut, I think that is where the pressure will be there. So I think better to stay away from the sector. Overall, the view still remains bullish, but I think near-term hurdles are there because of the raw material prices increasing. But overall, if I look at the markets on a broader picture, I think the mid cap and small cap are the space which is going to be heavily beaten down. If I talk about, and I think quality names, what I talk about is going to be taking the markets going ahead, and that is where one should focus on.
Okay, understood. So, as a strategy for investors, what would you overall suggest to them? Is it wiser to be with, say, the winning indices, the outperforming indices like Nifty Bank in the following week? Is it better to stay with the defensives in this volatile market, or should one be absolutely stock specific and only go where the value is, where the valuation is not too high? Because we are seeing in this entire week all those stocks that had incrementally seen sudden sharp moves, they've all seen a sharp move on the downside too.
See, I think valuation wise, definitely everything is valued very high. So I think that is what I said in the start, that valuations and the fundamentals will now play a crucial role. So I think identify those companies where they are doing quite good on the fundamental basis. For example, I will give an example of TVS Motor. The entire auto packs was doing not well because of the semiconductor issues, and they were not able to deliver the sales over there. But even look at the results of TVS Motors in such a case where auto pack is facing so much of problem. They have reported increased in their revenue, their sales has improved, profitability has improved. So these are the companies where one should invest into, look into. I think when the scenario changes for the auto space, these are the companies which are going to do extremely well. So I think from the auto space, if I talk about TVS Motor, could be one thing which is looking very good.
Okay. Also, one more space that actually saw a lot of action on Friday, and that was the railway space. Now, apart from IRCTC, which had been seeing a lot of cut because of the sharp rise in prices suddenly, rest all of the railway space stocks, they were actually buzzing in action. So, what was the reason behind it? Any particular trend that you're spotting? Because in this entire bull run, we have been seeing constant rotation of sectors. Is this a sector because of unlock that may see some kind of move on the upside?
Yes, I think that is, I think one of the major trigger for the entire sector. I think the opening up of the economy is where railways have been shut down for quite a long time, and only currently only vaccinated, double vaccinated people are allowed. So I think eventually it will start opening up soon for everyone. So I think that is where the trigger is, and I think some of the railway names which have value in there, I think the valuations are very important as we discussed. So those value companies will look to see some good up move in the near term.
Okay. And coming to your stock specific recommendations, what would you advise all our viewers to stick with over the next week, and where can they actually find good trading opportunities?
See, I think two sectors what we saw in this week were outperformance. One is the Nifty Bank, and second is Nifty Financials was also doing relatively better compared to the other sectors. So I think Nifty Financials is where I am looking interest at, and the first and the stock which I like is HDFC Limited. I think a mega large cap stock where the fundamentals are extremely good. I think if HDFC fails, the entire Indian economy fails. It is that kind of a situation. So I think HDFC is doing comparatively very well in terms of housing finance as well. So currently, the stock on the technical charts has also given me a double top breakout, which is a very good sign. And in today's trade, it was also up by 2%. So when the markets are not doing well and the stocks which are going up, I think those are the stocks which will outperform going forward when the market will reverse. So I think HDFC Limited is one of the stock which is looking good. The stop loss for it will be 2,800, and targets of 30,050 is what I look on the upside on an immediate basis.
Okay, 3050 as the target price for this stock. You could definitely keep it in your mind from the financial space. HDFC definitely a leader. After a long fall, we are seeing some action here and may perform even in the next week. And which is your second pick for the day?
As we had discussed the sector, I think the opening up of the economy, the railway sector. So I think railway is something where today all the stocks, you name it, anyone, Ircon, rights, even an IRCTC was flattish. So I think railway stocks are doing quite well. So that is the momentum that is going to be played for the next 1 week, 10 days or so. And out of the railway pack, I think rights is the stock which today was almost up by 9 to 10%. I think even if the stock is up by 9%, I think still that shows me that the stock has much more strength in a weaker market if it is able to close 9% up. So that is where the strength is, and we always say in the stock markets, buy the strength, sell the weakness. So this is a
Mhm.
buy from my end, where the stop loss is 295 and target would be 335 on the upside.
Okay, understood that. Thank you so much, Kunal, for being with us and sharing all these wonderful insights on the markets and these recommendations for all our viewers as well. Pleasure to have you with us on Money Now, and hope you have a
Thank
great weekend.
you.
All
Thank you
right.
so much, sir.
With that, let's quickly wrap up this show. You have got to see that the markets have been extremely volatile in this entire week. But the good portion is that the experts do believe that it is going to be just a limited amount of downside further from here on. And all these dips are seen to be bought into yet again in the markets. And the long term trend still remains to be quite positive, and no signs of any kind of a fear or a deeper correction right now in the markets. Now, that should give a whole lot of relief to all our viewers and investors at this point in time, as they are seeing these fluctuations in the prices and in the overall benchmark indices too. And with that, we wrap up this edition. Thanks a lot for tuning in, but do stay tuned with us and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Stay with us via our social media handles, and also visit our website money9.com for much more buzzing action on markets and on personal finance. Thanks for tuning in.